Collier County Board of County Commissioners, Community Redevelopment Agency Board, Airport Authority Agenda. Board of County Commission Chambers, Collier County Government Center, 3299 Tamiami Trail East, 3rd floor, Naples, Florida 34112. January 12, 2016, 9 a.m. Commissioner Tim Nance, District 5, BCC Chair. Commissioner Donna Fiala, District 1, BCC Vice Chair, CRA Chair. Commissioner Georgia Hiller, District 2, Community Economic and Development Chair. Commissioner Tom Henning, District 3, PSCC Vice Chair. Commissioner Penny Taylor, District 4, TDC Chair, CRA Vice Chair. Notice: all persons wishing to speak on agenda items must register prior to presentation of the agenda item to be addressed. All registered speakers will receive up to 3 minutes unless the time is adjusted by the chairman. Public comment on general topics not on the current or future agenda to be heard no sooner than 1 p.m. or at the conclusion of the agenda, whichever occurs first. Requests to address the board on subjects which are not on this agenda must be submitted in writing with explanation to the county manager at least 13 days prior to the date of the meeting and will be heard under public petitions. Public petitions are limited to the presenter with a maximum time of 10 minutes. Any person who decides to appeal decision of this board will need a record of the proceeding pertaining thereto, and therefore may need to ensure that a verbatim record of the proceedings is made, which record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. Collier County Ordinance Number 2003-53, as amended by 2004-05 and 2007-24, requires that all lobbyists shall, before engaging in any lobbying activities, including but not limited to addressing the Board of County Commissioners, register with the clerk to the board at the Board Minutes and Records Department. If you are a person with disability who needs any accommodation in order to participate in the proceedings, you are entitled at no cost to you the provision of certain assistance. Please contact the Collier County Facilities Management Division located at 3335 East Tamiami Trail Suite 1 or call them at 252-8380. Assisted listening devices for the hearing impaired are available in the Facilities Management Division. Lunch recess is scheduled for 12 noon to 1 p.m. Item 1, Invocation and Pledge of Allegiance. 1A, Rabbi Amos Chorny. Item 2, Agenda and Minutes. 2A, Approval of today's regular and consent as summary agenda as amended. Ex parte disclosures provided by Commission members for consent agenda. 2B, December 8, 2015 BCC regular meeting minutes. 2C, Selection of Chairman and Vice Chairman. 2D, that the Board appoint its members to offices of the Board of the County Commissioners, the Community Redevelopment Agency, the Tourist Development Council, the Community and Economic Development Board, the Public Safety Coordinating Council, and the Southwest Florida Regional Planning Council, and to authorize the new chairs for both the Board of County Commissioners and the Community Redevelopment Agency to execute all documents approved at both this meeting and those documents which were previously approved but are pending signature. Item 3, Service Awards. Item 4, Proclamations. 4A, Proclamation recognizing the 19th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Parade and celebration on January 18, 2016, to be accepted by officers of the NAACP of Collier County. Harold Weeks, President; Barbara Melvin, First Vice President; Vincent Keys, Second Vice President; Dion Keys, Secretary; Irene Williams, Assistant Secretary; Akita Cannon, Treasurer. 4B, Proclamation recognizing Human Trafficking Awareness Month in Collier County, to be accepted by Collier County Sheriff Kevin Rambos. 4C, Proclamation recognizing 8 World War II veterans who were honored with French National Order of the Legion d'Honneur, to be accepted by Harvey Limon, General Cabot, and Richard Heath. 4D, Proclamation designating January 14, 2016 as Kindness Awareness Day in Collier County, to be accepted by 1 Million Acts of Kindness Bob Vatruba with his dog Bogart, Stacy Doonan, and Susanna Toko. 4E, Proclamation honoring the work of Collier County staff to improve the National Flood Insurance Program's community rating system for Collier County from a Class 6 to a Class 5, to be accepted by Howard Critchfield, William Lang, Carolyn Schillick, Kathy Badger, Bethany Mitchell, Matt McLean, Robert Wiley, Rick Zivoloski, Jamie French, Travis Gossard, Jonathan Walsh, Bob Garee, Mike DeMay, Laura Gibson, Gary McAlpin, and the Collier County Floodplain Management Planning Committee. Item 5, 5A, presentation of the Collier County Business of the Month for January 2016 to Premier Sotheby's International Realty. To be accepted by Judy Green, President, CEO, Premier Sotheby's International Realty, Christy Bartlett, Vice President, Opportunity Naples, the Greater Naples Chamber of Commerce, and Andrea Sturzinger, Vice President, Marketing and Membership, the Greater Naples Chamber of Commerce. Item 6, Public Petitions. 6A, Public Petition Request from Mr. Nadir Amani, requesting that the Board of County Commissioners remove Condition Number 3 and amend Condition Number 4 of Ordinance 2006-61. Item 6B, Public Petition Requests from Ms. Camden Smith, requesting that the Board of County Commissioners consider discontinuing fluoridation of Collier County water. Item 7, Public Comment on general topics not on the current or future agenda. Item 7 to be heard no sooner than 1 p.m. unless otherwise noted. Item 8, Board of Zoning Appeals. Item 8 to be heard no sooner than 1:30 p.m. unless otherwise noted. Item 9, Advertised Public Hearings. Item 9 to be heard no sooner than 1:30 p.m. unless otherwise noted. 9A, this item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided by Commission members. Should a hearing to be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve an amendment to Ordinance Number 95-33, the Briarwood PUD as amended, to add private clubs and private parking garages and associated required features as a principal use in tracts B and C. Community commercial, to add minimum standards for the private clubs and private parking garages principal use, to increase the maximum footprint of all structures for the private clubs and private parking garages principal use in tracts B and C. Community commercial from 20% of the commercial land area to 27%, or 188,062 square feet of the commercial land area, to limit the maximum square footage of all structures for the private clubs and private parking garages principal use in tracts B and C. Community commercial to 40%, or 278,610 square feet of the commercial land area, which compromises 188,062 square feet of the building footprint on the ground level and an additional 90,548 square feet of mezzanine areas. To add a deviation allowing an alternative landscape buffer along Livingston Road and Radio Road. To add a deviation allowing the required 8-foot wall at the top of the berm instead of being located at ground level. To add a deviation to eliminate the requirement for terminal landscaped islands adjacent to parking areas within individual driveways. To add a new alternative landscape exhibit for Livingston Road and Radio Road. And to add a new conceptual master plan for the private clubs and private parking garages principal use for the PUD property consisting of 209.17 plus or minus acres located on the east side of Livingston Road north of Radio Road in Section 31, Township 49, South, Range 26 East, Collier County, Florida, and by providing an effective date, PUDA PL 2015-00000178. Item 9B. This item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided Commission members. Should a hearing be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve, with conditions, an ordinance amending Ordinance Number 2003-11, the East Gateway Planned Unit Development, by adding 250 residential dwelling units to be developed in addition to the commercial development on the commercial development area or as an alternative to industrial and business park development on the industrial park development area. By changing the name of the planned unit development to East Gateway Mixed Use Planned Unit Development, by adding permitted uses for residential development, by adding development standards for residential development, by adding deviations, by revising the master plan, by adding Exhibit B and Exhibit C road right-of-way cross-sections, by revising developer commitments for the PUD located at the north side of Davis Boulevard and west of County Road 951 in Section 34, Township 49 South, Range 26 East, Collier County, Florida, consisting of 37.35 plus or minus acres, and by providing an effective date, petition PUDA-PL 20140000548. Item 10, Board of County Commissioners. 10A, recommendation to approve a resolution requesting United States Army Corps of Engineers budget full funding for Gordon River Pass dredging in the upcoming Civil Works Operation and Maintenance Work Plan. Item 10B, to direct the Collier County Supervisor of Elections to place a straw ballot referendum on the March 15, 2016 presidential preference primary ballot, asking the voters of unincorporated Collier County if they support a single combined fire and emergency medical response independent special district in unincorporated Collier County that is governed by an independent elected body. Item 11, County Manager's Report. 11A, recommendation to accept and approve the proposed Parks and Recreation Division fee policy in order to establish guidance for future fees for service. Item 11B, recommendation to award contract number 15-6447 Chokoloskee Bridge Replacement to Kelly Brothers Incorporated in the amount of $8,050,911.82, project number 66066. 11C, recommendation to approve a contract between Paradise Reef LLC and Collier County for the production and distribution of a 56-minute documentary film, a 3-minute film, and 2 30-second film spots. Approve the necessary budget amendment in an amount not to exceed $527,614, and to make a finding that this item promotes tourism. Item 12, County Attorney's Report. 12A, this closed session item to be heard at 12 noon. Recommendation for the Board of County Commissioners to provide direction to the County Attorney related to settlement negotiations and litigation expenditures in the pending case of North Collier Fire Control and Rescue District versus the Board of County Commissioners of Collier County. Case number 15-CA-1871, now pending in the Circuit Court of the 20th Judicial Circuit and in and for Collier County, Florida. Item 12B, return from closed session to be heard at 1 p.m. Recommendation for the Board of County Commissioners to provide direction to the County Attorney regarding settlement negotiations and litigation expenditures in the pending case of North Collier Fire Control and Rescue District versus Board of County Commissioners of Collier County, case number 15-CA-1871, now pending in the Circuit Court of the 20th Judicial Circuit in and for Collier County, Florida. Item 13, other constitutional officers. 13A, to provide the Board of Collier County Commissioners information regarding a portion of an outstanding invoice received by Collier County Board of County Commissioners on or about September 11, 2015 from Gillig LLC pursuant to the Indefinite Delivery, Indefinite Quantity IDIQ contract number 14-C09 dated December 5, 2013 and inform the Board of other matters regarding this contract. 13B, to bring to the Board's attention outstanding invoices related to the procurement of background checks and fingerprinting by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement and the Federal Bureau of Investigation due to new statutory requirements for a shared clearinghouse amongst agencies established by Florida Statute 943.053. Item 13C, to provide the Board information regarding outstanding invoices received after the expiration of Ferguson Enterprises Incorporated contract number 11-5715 on 9/12/15 and before the execution of Ferguson Enterprises Incorporated contracts number 15-6475R on 12/8/15. Item 14, Airport Authority and/or Community Redevelopment Agency. Item 15, Staff and Commission General Communication. Item 16, Consent Agenda. All matters listed under this item are considered to be routine and action will be taken by one motion without separate discussion of each item. If discussion is desired by a member of the Board, that item or items will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. For more information on consent agenda items, dial 252-8586. Item 17. Summary Agenda. This section is for the advertised public hearings and must meet the following criteria. 1. A recommendation for approval from staff. 2. Unanimous recommendation for approval by the Collier County Planning Commission or other authorizing agencies of all members present and voting. 3. No written or oral objections to the item received by the staff, the Collier County Planning Commission, or other authorizing agencies or the board prior to the commencement of the BCC meeting on which the items are scheduled to be heard. And 4. No individuals are registered to speak in opposition to this item. For those items which are quasi-judicial in nature, all participants must be sworn in. For more information on summary agenda items, call 252-8586.